Hello and welcome, children. Yesterday, in the first session, we saw the introduction and the first five stanzas explanation of the poem A Legend of Northland. Today, we'll continue from the sixth stanza. So, till now, we have seen, we have discussed about the legend, that what is the legend associated with Northland, and the person associated with it is Saint Peter, the disciple of Jesus. His story is associated, and there is a moral in it, so that's why we are doing this. So let's see that what is there in the sixth stanza, what he discusses about the lady he has reached now. This we talked about, the funny dresses, the sledge, the story behind it. So now we are on the stanza number 6. So in the stanza number 6 we are going to see that he is already in the cottage with the lady, and he is asking for food, as for whole day he has fasted, and he has not eaten anything. So that's why he is asking the lady to give him some cake. So, and being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. So what he said, that you give me, he asked the lady to give only one cake. He is not asking for a large amount of cake, but he says that from your stock you please give me a single cake. I want that because I'm since morning I have fasted, and now I can't be any more hungry. So please give me the cake as soon as you can. So let's see that he has asked for cake. The cake, let's see that how much the lady is going to give, as he's a saint and he has already asked for it. So then in the stanza number 7, so she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. So in the 7th stanza it has been said that when the lady went, and when she started taking out cake for Saint Peter, so what she realized, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. Okay, so she is thinking that it is very large. The amount of cake, one piece of cake is also very large amount to give to anyone. Okay, so let's see that what she does. So from here we can identify that she is a miser. Okay, she is a miser lady. So she is, what she is doing, let's see in the 8th stanza. Therefore she needed another and still a smaller one, but it looked, when she turned it over, as large as the first had done. So when she is doing the kneading, okay, when she is doing the kneading for the next cake, so when she has completed the kneading, what she is saying, that it is very big. Okay, when she compares with the earlier cake, so she finds that it is not small. In comparison to that, it is equal. So she doesn't wants to give this cake also to Saint Peter. She turned it over as large as the first has done, and as the first one she refused to give to Saint Peter, in the similar manner the second cake which she baked right now, the smaller, according to her it was smaller in size, but when she baked again it was big. So she's saying that she has again she's thinking that it is bigger in size, and I will not give this to Saint Peter. So you can see, this is the picture which I have brought for you, that shows that how much time it takes to bake a cake. So she has already baked once, so it must be that it's a long time. Okay, that she has kept Saint Peter waiting. So let's see that what Saint Peter's reaction is. So then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as wafer. She couldn't part with that. So finally she has again baked, and this time she has taken a tiny scrap, a very small piece of dough she has taken, and she is trying to make the cake, and it has just taken the shape of a wafer, just like chips. It has become thin and small like chips. So that also she couldn't part with that. But even that small cake which she has prepared now, the second time when she has prepared, and it is just like wafers it has become, but that also she is not ready to share with Saint Peter. So these are the small pictures of the small cakes and the doughs. So even smaller than these, you can imagine, even smaller than these cupcakes she has made, and that also for her she feels that it is bigger in size. So let's come to the 10th stanza. She says, for she said, okay, she's talking to herself, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away. So she put them on the shelf. So what she did, she's saying that my cake that seem too small. She is saying that the cake is too small. But when I eat for them myself, she is saying that when I eat these cakes seems very small. But when I'm eating myself, when I prepare for myself, the same size of cake feels me that it is very small quantity, so I can have more. But when the same quantity of cake with the same quantity of dough I'm making cake for someone else, so it is becoming too large. Okay, so simply we can say, children, that she is a miser lady. Okay, she doesn't want to share, so she put them on the shelf, and again she has put the cake in the shelf, and she is not giving the cake to Saint Peter. So I hope that this much is clear. So in the next video we'll be discussing the next stanzas. So thank you, children.